Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to write Java program to check whether an entered year is a leap year. So guys, basically a leap year is a year that is exactly divisible by 4 except for century years, which are the years ending with 00. So basically if any year is being divisible by 4 and if it is not a century year, then it is a leap year. Now there is another condition that even if the year is the century year, it can be a leap year only if it is perfectly divisible by 400. So there are certain conditions that we need to check in our program in order to check whether the entered year is a leap year or not. And these are certain conditions that if the year is divisible by 4, which means the year %4 will be equal to 0, then we need to check whether this year is it divisible by 100. If so, then again we need to check whether this year is being divisible by 400, and if yes, then it is a leap year. If not, then it is not a leap year. And if the year is divisible by 4 and it is not divisible by 100, then also it is a leap year. So guys, let us write a Java program to check whether the year is a leap year. So basically what I'm going to do is we are going to have the year variable over here, which is going to be entered by the user, and I'll say a boolean variable over here which will be named as a leap year, and initially it will be false. So basically I'm going to take this variable, that is the year variable, from the user. So I'm going to ask the user to enter the year over here. So we are going to have the print statement and we will ask the user enter year to be checked. So basically this is the year that we are going to check whether it is a leap year or not. And how do we take the input from the user? Using the scanner class. So this is one of the ways in which we can take the input from the user. You can also use the buffered reader class, which is more efficient compared to the scanner class. So over here we are going to provide system.n so that the user can provide the input on the console. So basically over here we are going to assign the number to the year and we are going to use this sc object followed by dot next end. So this is the statement that is responsible in order to take the input from the user and assign that number to the year variable. Now how do we check whether this year is a leap year? We are going to simply use the if else condition. So over here, if the year is exactly divisible by 4, which means year %4 is it equal to 0, in this case we are going to check whether the year is divisible by 100 or not. So again we are going to have the if condition and year %100 is it equal to 0, and if the year is perfectly divisible by 100, that means it is a century year. Then again there is another condition whether this year is divisible by 400. So we have year %400 equal to 0. So if this is also true, which means the year is perfectly divisible by 400, that means the year is a leap year. So what we will do is this leap variable, which is of boolean data type, we will make it as true over here. So this leap, it will be equal to true in this case. That's because the year is divisible by 4 and it is a century year, that is why it is divisible by 100, and again it is also divisible by 400, so that is why it is a leap year. And if it is not divisible by 400, which means we have to come in the else part over here. So else part, inside the else part, the leap year will be false in this case. So leap will be false if the year is divisible by 100 but it is not divisible by 400 in this case. Now what if the year is not divisible by 100, which means it is not a century year but it is divisible by 4. So in this case we have to come over here and we have to make leap it is equal to true in this case. That's because the year is divisible by 4 but it is not a century year, in which case it is obviously a leap year. And the last statement over here, that is if the year is not divisible by 4, so we will come in this else part over here. So we will simply put leap it is equal to false in this case. That's because the year is not divisible by 4, which means the year is not a leap year and it only contains 365 days. Guys, one very important point to note over here is a leap year is an year which has 366 days instead of 365 days, and it comes after every 4 years. So this is the main thing that you should know, the main logic behind finding the leap year. So now after this algorithm, what we will do is we will simply print whether the entered year is a leap year or not. So after this else part, we will have the print statement and we will say the year that is entered by the user is a leap year or not, is a leap year question mark, and then the answer will be present in the leap boolean data type. So let me just save this file and try running this code now. So guys, enter year to be checked. So for example, 2020 was one of the leap years. So I will provide 2020 over here and then I'll press enter. So it says 2020 is a leap year. Another leap year was 2012. So I'll run this code once again. So let me check 2012 is a leap year or not. So yes, 2012 is a leap year. It is saying true. Now what if we provide some other year which is not a leap year? I'll run this code once again. Let's say 2015, which was not the leap year. That's because after 2012, 2016 must be the leap year. So let me press enter over here. It is saying 2015 is a leap year. It says false. No, it is not a leap year. Let me run this code once again. We will check for the current year, that is 2022, and then I'll press enter over here. It says 2022 is a leap year, question mark. No, in this case, so it is saying false. Now the next leap year will be 2024. That's because 2020 was the previous leap year. So let me just run this code once again and I will provide 2024. Press enter. It is saying true, and yes, 2024 is a leap year which will be containing 365 days. So guys, this is the Java program in order to find whether the entered number is a leap year or not. Guys, you can do some optimizations over here. So as you can see, the else part, it is saying that leap equal to false, but we had initially provided the value of this leap variable as false. So we don't have to provide this leap as false once again. So we can remove this else part from here. So I'll just remove this part. We can also remove this else part over here once again. That's because a leap by default is already false in this case. So I'll remove this code as well. So as you can see, we have the optimized code. The leap year will be true only if all these three conditions are true in this case, or else if it is not a century year and if it is divisible by 4, then also it is a leap year, and we just need to provide leap equal to true in these cases. Let me just run this code once again. I'll save this file and try running this code now. So 2024. So it is saying 2024 is a leap year. It says true. So whether the previous year, that is 2023, which is the coming next year, is it a leap year? Let me just try running this code once again. So 2023. When I press enter, it says false. So 2023 is not a leap year. That's because the previous leap year was 2020 and the next leap year will be 2024, having 366 days. So guys, this is the algorithm in order to find whether the entered year is a leap year or not. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is a Java program to sort an array in the ascending order. So stay tuned.